This is my worst nightmare. Surrounded by dead fish. Moving. Press the button to move. Oh, there's crap everywhere. Everything's sharks around here. Guy had a wild night dream, he did. These Bostonites, they like to party. Locked. What buttons have I got? Can I jump? A jump button. Oh, got a peeking button. Okay. You can light up. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. The hurricane lamp. Bolt cutter. I can cut the bolt. Or I guess I could take the boat. Or maybe I won't take the boat. Maybe we'll just leave the boat there. I don't know why. I get a funny feeling I probably shouldn't use it. I don't know what it is. Open the door, buddy.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Is that right? Crank that sound up a bit. Don't cut him, buddy. What? Hang on. Where's that bolt cutter? They didn't tell me they were single-use bolt cutters. Hell are those sounds?
What a putrid offering.
More shark. Bit of whale.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I am the chosen one. A lot of candles here.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Consult your diary. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine for the moment.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader.
Then I took an arrow to a knee. Nothing in there.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Wentworth, United States Detective Agency. No, October 1924. Mate. Mate! It's almost 100 years ago. Look at that.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood his wife and had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Case closed. I guess I'm not able to open this.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Prohibition. Boston. Got a baseball team. Cops. Some banned liquor. Barrels of booze. Oh, but prohibition's over, right? Is it? It's over, right? 'Cause I got some whiskey right here. I don't know, turn that on. Hey! Turn that back on. I was enjoying that music. Old-timey music.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. They're different, unknown. They seem to serve us from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Have a drink. Go on, buddy. Slam it down. Let's have a chat.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? This is my personal information? Oh man, we got some RPG elements going on here. I didn't think we're just gonna walk and smack things around and get smacked about. Alright, allocate your character points. How many points have I got? 8. So we got medicine. Represents your medical knowledge. Improving his skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using a bit of violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. That's what you just said. And an undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Occultism. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. What the hell is this game? Alright. Investigation. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object or picking locks. Doesn't seem like we gotta have. I mean, we got 8 points. Is that total, or am I gonna get more? Are we gonna level up? I've got 3 over here. Might go. The picking of locks come in handy. Oh, it doesn't actually. Oh, no, it does. But the next level is 4. And I gotta spend 4 CP. I'm sure we get character points as we progress. Probably could just fill this entire thing out by the end of it. Well, spotting hidden objects would be nice too. Understanding human behavior would be great. But I'd like some in medicine as well. I'd like to get to the second. What else we got? 3, 4, 2. I need 4 to get to the next psychology level. Did it. Done it. Validate it.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And
Mr. Pierce.
on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
You may.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Let's have a good look at it.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36 Darkwater. The police report says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in a recluse life where they're with their only son Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Stop honking. There's people honking, there's bloody horses. All sorts of things out there. Look at that horse. Look at that horse.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island.
The Learning of Medicine, a dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses. Oh, great.
There.
Now I know medicine. Gotta find a book on Kung Fu now.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
Come on, buddy, find the book. Find the book, you know where it is.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes, but don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off of the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
Go. We go for a walk around Boston. Can we go to the garden? Go catch a game? Was the NBA... Was it where people playing basketball in 1928? I don't know. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Beat the loading bar, and we also get a prompt. You see that? Elder Scrolls Online? That's what you need. And then you get to click Enter Madness. Focus Home Interactive presents Smoking Man.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Harbor Master. Okay. Lovely. But this place is a popular tourist spot. Bit of blue. I want to go. I want to go. I'll go. Prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
So prohibition is still in play. But nobody cares. But gives a damn.
I see grounds for moderate. Well, there is no
Oh, tough guy.
Hey, be careful.
Tough guy, detective guy.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I was kind of expecting the game to zoom in, like super close up, extreme close up, and then they talk right into my brain.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Anything else?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What about that drink?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh,
We're
yeah?
friends now.
That must have been...
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Drinking it. Anything else?
We're friends now,
That'll
mate.
be all for now.
1920 to 1933 Prohibition. But right here it says 1919. Queen, I caught you out. Look, I've got evidence, documented. Got newspapers saying 1919. January 1919. You guys right?
I'd leave all Greenslands, icy grounds, for no road, wells there is no. There's a wizard.
I have no idea what they're saying, do they? What's happening?
What you looking at, stranger?
What's a woman like you doing in a place like this?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
But you're empty. Talk to Bradley.
And then he said, "You have
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port. To save Darkwater from famine, we had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. 1847. The paper cost 2 cents.
no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
The doctor.
Laughed.
My God.
You said
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
12 buckos.
not that again.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
Come on, Sully.
If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Get this thing out of here.
That?
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Damn, look at that face.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
Trouble.
Something real bad.
Don't
Something
put
real bad. I get this. It's like I've stepped into Silent Hill. The beginning of it, anyway. Harbor Master. See? Authentic Boston accent right there. Fitzy.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Actually, everybody sounds like a goblin.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907 are a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Why, who would want this information to be hidden? Manifestos? Mind if I take a little look through your drawers there, pal?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. That cat is the one. The cat woman in the...
Broke?
In the bar.
This place seems half abandoned. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
The second volume? Is this actually gonna... Did I learn something? Did my medicine progress? What happened? Did I get a point? Got 1 CP. Medicine and occult skills can only improve by object... Oh, okay. So I can't actually pop points in this. I have to go and find books. Gotta go around and find books. Go and read some books. I'm getting points. So it is worthwhile going around and investigating and looking about. And searching through their drawers and all that sort of business.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
A bit of a peg leg there. Hey Mookster. Hey Light 2512. I'm not here for a fight, as if. Just looking for a drink. Just waiting for a mate. Mad Eye. Give me that look. Oh, we can run, that's right. Fitzy?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
New character discovered? What do you mean, new character? Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know about that. You can usually, even if somebody tries to black something out, you can usually hold it up to the light and still sort of make out the pressure of text. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Okay, if I had, maybe I need 4 out of 5 in investigation, and I'd be able to read the text.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Damn, the super... Oh, if I wasn't a Twitch streamer, a YouTube sensation, I'd absolutely be... I'd be like Batman. I'd be like Batman. That type of detective, except without the suit and the car and the money. And actually, I'd probably be this guy.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I have no idea. Yes, I do. Should I play the game? Maybe I should play the game. Is this a game for you? Let's see what he's got to say. I know. Let's see what he says.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Get the George Clooney look on, a bit more like, what's his name? Adam West, including the dance moves.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
See, that bat suit I could afford. That one's fine. Even the George Clooney with the bat nips there, it's too expensive. Way too expensive. Never be able to maintain it.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Those silks going? Oh.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
1 CP? 1 CP for me. Oh, they moved it. Fantastic. Queen, I saw you say something. Would you be willing to read the miraculous catch again? You could scroll down. If it's not. Where's the miraculous catch? Was that this one? Oh, this one?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Ah, okay. So, people were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. Oh, hang on a second. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop or storage activities. You can contact him via your favourite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.